Hello and welcome to Off the Leash. Thanks for bearing with us if you've been waiting for the 8 p.m. prompt start. A few technical difficulties behind the scenes means that we're a little late tonight, but it's, you know what, let's have a more relaxed evening because, it's my birthday and who knows if I forgot to press a button or not. But anyway, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Off the Leash is our chance to stay connected with our audience, with our subscribers, our donors here at Neptune Theatre. And we've been doing it now. This is the end of the third week. We have guests coming in. And I was trying to think who best to join me on a special birthday celebration as I age immeasurably. And I thought of these three wonderful people, Stacey Smith, Martha Irving, and Marla McLean, who have been friends of mine since before the dawn of time. Anyway, I'm going to bring them into the stream now, one by one, and welcome them. Hi, you three. How are you?
Hi.
Now, let's not pretend that we just had 7 minutes of really stimulating conversation with no one watching. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Okay.
Hey,
nice to see everybody.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
My wine is poured at least now. This is good.
Yeah, can I still say though, Marla?
Mm.
It's just Marla.
What? I tried to see if I could switch it while we were off there, but I couldn't figure it out. I'm a Luddite. I can't.
Crazy.
No, I like it. I'm teasing.
It's good to see you all. Let's just fly around the room and update everyone on where we are and how we're doing. Now that we've rehearsed it once, we'll be really, really slick. Marla McLean. Marla, you go first.
Hi, Marla. I am grand. I'm with my gorgeous husband and my wee little boy in Niagara-on-the-Lake. We have planted a garden and we've got lots of space to roam around in. And I'm strangely still working. We're doing lots of Zoom rehearsals, which is an event unto itself. But we are very good here.
Yeah, so you're actually literally rehearsing by Zoom. So everyone gathers together in a big Zoom rehearsal hall, and you read, and you're not doing blocking, obviously, because you'd have to
no
your computer, but you just text work, I'm guessing.
Yes, we are doing. I'm doing a Sherlock Holmes play, and I just actually finished a half hour ago. We read through the very first Sherlock Holmes book. So we were in the middle of reading that to each other, just so that we have an opportunity to look through the history of the tradition of Sherlock.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Well played, madam.
Oh, like I just heard a name drop.
I let him on.
Okay, Stacey, how are you doing? What's going on with you? You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I just had my birthday a couple days ago because we have birthday. We always had birthdays so close together. We're both Aries.
I know.
And we moved about a month ago into a new house in Stratford, Ontario, and it's great. It's really good. We have time to organize, and we still haven't put any pictures up on the wall. Well, a couple behind me.
One there, I can see one.
Yeah. So it's nice. It's really good.
Cool.
And these are earrings that you and Martha bought me for my birthday a long time ago. I decided to wear them. Nice.
Yeah, I got to say, I don't remember buying them for you, but they were really important to us at the time. No memory of that. But Stacey had a Zoom dance party birthday. We were just talking about it before we came on air, and I actually attended this Zoom birthday dance party for about 4 minutes before I realized I was so out of place. But I boogied in my chair and then boogied the hell out of there.
We could play some music.
Do show them what you're doing.
We could dance too.
I did this quite a bit. Did that.
That's good.
Did that. Yeah. Nobody wants to see that. Martha Irving, how are you?
I'm great. I'm in Parsboro in my beautiful house. We made maple syrup. We tapped a couple of trees and made the most beautiful thick maple syrup. We only have like 3/4 of a bottle.
Wow.
We had all these, we had 2 trees we were tapping, and then we got a huge pot and we boiled it all down, and it's, you get 40, it's 40 to 1. So whatever 40 cups we had went down to 1 cup. So, but that's the first time that we've made such good maple syrup.
Awesome.
We haven't got our garden in yet, but We're not in Niagara-on-the-Lake. We're
No.
we're in northern Nova Scotia. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're lovely here. We're having a great time.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're all safe. I'm glad you're all well. Continue to do that, please. So it's worth noting that I think I have been friends with you all here in Canada for the longest time. I've been here for now nearly 22. Yeah, thank you for the visual. 22 years. Yeah, that's exactly it. 22 years since I arrived, and Martha Irving was in the rehearsal hall on my first day in the country. Can you remind me what those shows were?
We did Rumors by Neil Simon, and we did Blood Brothers. I don't know. Who's Blood Brothers by?
Willie Russell.
Yes, Willie Russell. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. And that was my first experience of working. It was you, Bill Carr, Nikki Lipman, the late, great Frank McKay, Charlotte Moore. I'm going to forget someone, Marty Burt.
Raquel Duffy.
Who? Never heard of her. But yeah, Raquel Duffy. It was a great...
Dan Shamroy.
Dan Shamroy.
And Shamroy.
Remember? Yeah.
Michael Spencer
Great
Davis.
cast. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a great introduction to Canadian theatre, and then Stacey and I became roommates probably later that year. Was it that very first year? I can't remember, Stacey.
Yeah, I think so, because I've known you 21, 22 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to show a picture now, Stacey, of you and I when we were roommates. So forgive me. I know you love me as a friend. Here we go.
Oh God, that's terrible of me. You look great. I do not. I feel like there were others you could have chosen from. Come on, leave it. I look. Why am I so angry? I look so angry in that picture.
I know. I think you were in the economy shoe shop when that was
I know. I'm like, what the hell?
Happening space.
Taking my picture.
You know, I sort of dug through the archives because it's been great having you in my life for so long. So many of my birthdays. Oh, you know, here's a better one, Stacey. You'll like this one better. That's at the Merit Awards a few years ago. I think we may have had some wine. Right now, Marla McLean is wondering what on earth I'm going to dig up on her.
It's not going to be good. That's what I know.
You know what? I couldn't find that many, to be honest, because you always manage to dodge the camera.
But there's one of her. Oh yes.
Oh fuck.
There we go.
Excuse my language.
What I've discovered is that when a photo comes across the screen like this,
Oh, this way.
you just have to lean, and then somebody has to screen capture it.
Oh.
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do that either.
That is the Improv Nights comedy troupe.
Oh, I can do it. I can do it.
I love how serious we are, though.
We took ourselves very serious.
There's Stacey, and right in the center is Marla McLean.
Yeah.
We've got Dale Miller, Kelly O'Neill, Karen Bassett, John McLean, Bill Wood, the one from Meredith Zwicker, Kelly Peck, Steve Dukes, and some very young, rugged-looking fella in the front. That was one of the publicity shots we took way back in the day. And we were playing the Velvet Olive in those days.
That's right.
Yeah, we were.
I remember the Velvet Olive.
Yeah, we were so committed. We did a show after Hurricane Juan.
Yeah?
Remember?
I don't remember anything.
We did. Like, I was like, we would do a show on Monday night, and then we had the hurricane on the weekend, and then we literally were like, we're doing the show.
Yeah. Tell me about your affection for, not me, your affection for Neptune and your history with Neptune. Marla, why don't you start? Tell us a little about what Neptune means to you and your relationship with it over the decades.
I will say this. I've actually been trying to figure out how to kind of create what happened for me at Neptune in other regional companies, because I could not afford to go to university. And I landed at Neptune Theatre School and then promptly became an usher. I was hired to run lines with older actors. you would audition me for things that I was completely inappropriate for, as would Linda Moore, just to let me audition. I grew up in that building. Like I was a dresser for One for the Pot. Yeah, I light walked. I got to do every single job or at least I worked in every department of that theater before I landed on that stage, and it gave me a great appreciation for that place.
Right.
It's an exceptional place.
Yeah.
As we all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember directing you in, I can't remember the year, I think it was 99, as Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Featuring a certain Glinda the Good Witch.
Wait,
I couldn't do it.
I was trying to figure out which way to.
So Martha, Glinda, my good witch. Tell me about you. I think you have probably been in more Neptune shows. Somebody should do the math, but I think you've been in more Neptune shows than any other performer in history.
No. I remember David Renton putting his number of his shows in his resume, and I thought, in his bio in a program, and I went, oh, I should do that someday and count up the number of shows I've done, which at that point weren't that many. Yeah. But then I did it in the last couple of years and thought, jeepers, I've been on that stage a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm over 40 shows now. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Is it 40?
That's awesome.
So
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's like one a year for every year of my life.
Yeah. I say yes to that.
That's
exactly.
Sure.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. I think so. Stacey, what about you? I remember being on stage with you at Neptune. I got a picture here. I seem to have pictures of you, Stacey.
Yes, we did government. And Marla's in there too.
Yeah, Marla's in there too.
This is
the government inspector. There's Bill Carr right in the middle with the red vest.
No.
Marla McLean just over to the right there.
Oh, and
all
John
kinds of wonderful people in there. Daniel Lilford is there.
Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
John Dart.
And I remember we had that hockey. We played that hockey card game at intermission, and we had like a big sort of competition at the end.
Yeah, I didn't participate in that because I don't really like games, but yeah, I remember you folks doing that. What I remember about that show, and this is a very naughty story, and it's not allowed at all, is that Ross Manson and I would leave the play about half an hour before the entirety of the rest of the cast. And so the two of us with Kate Fraser, one of the dressers, would order beer, and it would be waiting for us ice cold in the green room, and we would come downstairs, kick back, and enjoy the first beer of the evening while everybody else was still running around. I remember Bill Carr running past and swearing at us as he ran by to make an entrance because he was still working hard. So yeah, it was a good time. Good show.
That was
a good show.
Yeah, I always have good, I love Neptune. I mean, I had a great experience in the shows that I did there, but I think I have better memories of watching so many memorable performances.
Yeah.
One of the first things I saw was Brent Carver in Man of La Mancha.
Oh, wow.
First year student at Dal. And I saw the show twice because I loved it so much. And then I remember Jacques Brel after years later. And I have to say your version of Beauty and the Beast, like Martha, Mrs. Potts, I was crying and yeah.
So Martha's having a little technical difficulty. I know that she can't hear some the other two of you, or at least Stacey at least. So Martha, she was just saying that she remembers crying at your Mrs. Potts in Beauty and the Beast.
I know. I love that show so much. I mean,
was that bad? Eh?
No, it was so good. And Jeremy Cogsworth and Ray John. And then I also have such a wonderful memory of Hannah. Like, she was 3.5 the first time she saw the show. We took her to see The Sound of Music, where her father was playing Captain Von Trapp in a very excellent wig. I have to say.
I remember Nigel Bennett in that show.
Yeah. And I remember her watching it and, like 3.5 and just loving it. So I have such beautiful memories of Neptune.
I'm glad you have beautiful memories of Neptune. Do you have any beautiful memories of me?
Yes, I do.
I mean, nothing you're going to share, hopefully. We've done a lot of shows together, Stacey. There was this one.
Oh, Lord.
That's a classic. That's the play Fishing, where we went on tour for quite a while with the play. A play that where you played multiple characters in a dating show that I wrote. That's just after we kissed on stage, and our characters went, "Ew."
I know.
And, Stacey loves to sing.
I love doing that show with you. I think we did 75 shows.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Yeah, when toured it over 3 years. And I have to say, it was one of those experiences which you don't have all the time, when you're working with another actor and you can look in the actor's eyes when something's gone wrong. And you're like, okay, we're going to be fine. Which, you're great.
I'm noticing that we are live on YouTube and we're live on at least one Facebook stream. We're meant to be live on 2. So I think a lot of people will be catching this after we are not live. But if you're here and you want to ask any of us a question, I was told to put this on as a super as well. You can ask me anything today and I have to answer honestly. Not you three. No, yeah, okay, you three too. Oh no, I've opened it right up now. Haven't I? But, I will happily answer questions if I'm legally allowed to. The last time that some of us were together, Marla was in town, and we managed to get together for a dinner. There we are. It's a little blurry because it was a cell phone photo. But Stacey, I wanted to know that we didn't ignore you. We didn't forget you. We in fact kept a place for you that night. That's how much you meant to us.
Aww.
Yeah. I don't want to. I mean, it's kind of my birthday, so it is kind of a little bit about me, which feels really weird. But
no, it's good.
Anybody got a horror story they want to share or drop me in it at all? I don't know. It's up to you. It's good TV. I've been a saint, so I think I don't think anything. Okay, good. Moving on. So
there was that one time.
Oh, go, Stacey Smith, go.
Yeah, I don't think
Remember that one time you tried to make me laugh on stage, but it didn't work.
Oh, and then did I go on stage and forget my lines?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was so busy being unprofessional in the wing trying to make you laugh that when my scene came up next, I dried so badly and I was stuck on the set. It was an enclosed set and I couldn't get out of it, the situation, and it was awful. And then the next night, in fact, for the next week, I was so serious at that point because I was terrified that I was going to forget my lines again. And I had a complete panic attack every night. And it was all my own fault. All my own fault.
Oh my God.
So that's how nervous I was in that play. So,
oh, Christ.
Martha, you and I have had some strange moments. As I flying.
Yes, that was one of the strange moments. Yeah.
That was definitely a strange moment. And there you are as the fairy godmother in Cinderella. Which was great.
Yeah.
And I do just wanna, this is actually my favorite. I'm not even a joke. This is my favorite picture of us doing Broadway on Argyle Street a few years ago.
So great.
Don't we look like actors there?
I think we're trying to as well.
Yes.
I think we're really trying to look like actors.
I love it.
I know.
I loved all the pictures from that show.
Oh yeah, I got some cake. I
got cake?
Look, I got. This is actually my birthday cake today.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is actually
nice.
my second piece. So can you guys talk amongst yourselves?
Yeah, wait. Okay. Can you blow out your candle?
Oh,
this way.
Wait, down.
Aww.
There
Nice.
you go. Well done.
There's now chocolate cake on my keyboard. It doesn't look very nice.
Just lick it off, darling. Lick it up. Mm.
Yeah, remember we used to play. We used to play a video game all the time.
You and I, when we were roommates?
Yeah, we used to play Pod Racer.
Yeah, Star Wars.
It's
Awesome.
so old school now compared to like all the.
Yeah, it was almost like playing that tennis game. Bing, bing, bing. It was like that quality. So, Marla, you've been at the Shop Festival for a while now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have.
Great.
Yeah.
which is great. The last time you were back at Neptune was what? I'm trying to remember.
Miracle on 34th Street.
A Miracle on 34th Street. That was maybe 3 or 4 years ago now, maybe?
Yeah, I think my wee boy was 1. Just a little over 1, yeah. And he's 4.5 now. It's been some time.
Wow.
We all got together. I hope you don't mind me showing this, Marla.
Get it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the maritime table. At your wedding, you put all the maritimers at the same table so there'd be less trouble. I count myself as like a come from away adopted maritimer when I use that phrase. So there we go. It was a great wedding. You got
That
married.
was so fun. That
Yeah.
was a lovely wedding.
I was so unbelievably happy to have you guys there. I couldn't have imagined it without you guys.
Aw.
It was
Well.
fun. So
we were happy to be there.
So we know that Marla McLean is still rehearsing, that Tim Carroll is not letting those actors go, which is fantastic, and that he's keeping them working and keeping them paid right now, which is great. The rest of you, the other two of you, have you been affected at all by this pandemic? Has anything been cancelled for you? Or postponed, or is anything in question? Are you concerned about anything?
Well, you know that I was in Calendar Girls, which
I do know. I
got
remember
canceled.
directing you in it.
Yeah. Well, I thought you might, but then again, it's birthday time, so show me that glass of wine now. Is it empty?
It's going well. It's going well.
Oh, well, very good. Okay. So Stacy and Marla might not know. We did a beautiful production of Calendar Girls. It was a big hit, and we went for about a week and a half before the edict came down that there were no gatherings of over 150 people. So we had to stop. It was about a month ago yesterday.
Yeah.
Is that right? No, I was the 13th. It was the 13th we stopped. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I have work for the summer if it happens.
Right.
But if not, I'll happily stay in my beautiful house.
I still wish I could have seen
beautiful husband.
Martha. I've seen it before. What part did you play? Did you have to get naked? Did you have to pose for the calendar?
I knew you'd bring that up, Stace. Yes, I did.
Nice.
Yes, I did.
I do not have a photo to share.
What did you just say? He said he doesn't have a photo.
To show.
Of that.
There are no photos.
Was that fun? Come on. Was it fun?
Although we talked about doing an actual calendar. We were hoping to be able to do a calendar as a fundraiser for the theater, but we didn't get a chance to. But I'm still crossing my fingers that we at some point could continue that run.
Yeah. It's I was really proud of it. It was a beautiful piece, and what was particularly interesting and painful to, which really didn't help with the cancellation, was that the ticket sales for it went through the roof as soon as it opened, and people saw it. The word of mouth was so good because it was such a feel-good, humorous show with these amazing local performers really hitting it out of the park. I thought, I'm biased, but I thought, and so sales were amazing, and you only got like 12 performances in. So you had a whole 2 more weeks to go, and you were just hitting a stride. And that's one of the heartbreaking things about this whole situation.
Yeah.
Have you been impacted by anything? Has anything been cancelled for you, or is keeping fingers crossed?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, no, I was in a play. Everything happened on Friday the 13th.
It did.
Yeah, we got canceled, and then I teach at Theatre Aquarius Theatre School, and I had a 10 to 13 class that were doing a performance. It was like a performance class, so they started in September of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So all of our spring session got canceled, and including that. So I'm hoping we can maybe do it in the fall, but that was a tough one. I was so sad about the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard one, but.
Okay, we've got some messages coming in. I'm just going to go through them quickly.
Oh, Mary Lou. Hi, lady.
Cheers.
Oh, bless.
Amanda Campbell.
Listen, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
And wait a second. A message from upstairs.
Oh.
Hello, gorgeous woman.
Hello, Melissa.
Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. Are the kids asleep? I hope so. Okay, good. Oh, thank you. I just realized that was something. Thank you. All right, here we go.
Hi,
Oh
Laura.
my God.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't even look at the question before I clicked on it.
Get it.
What is your worst, funniest stage experience? I think actually, conveniently, my funniest stage experience ever, where I got into a lot of trouble with stage manager Jane Creaser, was with Stacey's husband, Nigel Bennett, who's in the background. Where I remember it.
He remembers.
He's doing a guest appearance.
Yeah.
Where now he probably tells the story differently or remembers it differently, but it's my talk show, so I'm going to tell it. Where we were standing at the front, I remember distinctly, downstage right. We were both facing the audience, looking like two guys standing at the urinal, and we were talking. And Nigel said something, and he kind of stumbled over his word and spoke kind of jibber-jabbery. And I just stopped the play and looked at him and said, "You want to try that again?" And we started laughing, and then the audience started laughing, and then it grew and grew, and I ended up saying, both of us saying, "Let's start the scene again." And we left and started the scene again.
Oh, nice.
There were a number of things like that in that play, and I blame Nigel, professional actor Bennett.
You can blame him.
Which play is this?
One for the pot.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
It was a farce and very silly to begin with. But yeah. And that had the late, great David Renton in it.
Mhm.
And people. But yeah, so that was probably my strangest, one of my many sillinesses. But I'm an artistic director now, so I don't believe in that kind of foolishness.
No, you have to be serious.
No.
Yes, do as I say, not as I do. That's how we operate here.
Oh.
Paula English,
Hi.
theater class. Dale Miller,
It's my
Lovelies.
Dale Miller.
Oh. So sweet.
Hope you still are.
Yeah, well, I probably.
We're living up.
Also, I think that message came while we were off air for 10 minutes. Technical difficulties. So there we go. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Paula. I'm glad to eat cake.
Oh,
Sweet.
Oh, and good news, everyone. One of my children is asleep.
Oh.
well done.
Okay,
Well
good.
done, Melissa.
Well done, Melissa.
Woo.
I hope that it was great seeing you all. We're kind of at the end of our time. We've overrun, but also we started 7 or 8 minutes late, so I don't really care. It's lovely to see you. It's always lovely to see you. Do you have any plans, Marla or Stacey, to be back in the Maritimes at any time soon? What does it take to get you back here?
I think. Listen, I'm just gonna flat out say it because you're here. You're the AD now. I think the three of us would do really well in some kind of show. We'll find one. It'll be great.
Okay.
We'll find one.
I
We'll
will
find one.
happily take suggestions. Whether or not I listen is another
Won't
matter.
do it, but it'll take you.
I won't do it, but you'll take it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm not gonna do it.
Sherlock Holmes, the female version.
Yes.
Oh well, that's kind of interesting.
No. No. Stacey's ducked up. Okay. Fair play.
That sounds like a lot of work.
I don't know. I want to come home in August if we can. I mean, I don't know what's happening. Or maybe some restrictions will, I don't know, who knows how long
We're-
it's gonna be.
We're kind of
Go ahead.
We're kind of hoping for September, like early
Yeah.
September potentially, to just kind of come home to Nova Scotia and then go up to PEI to see me sister and me mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I want to go to Cape Breton and go to Halifax and see people and
If you're driving, just
Hug
come
that.
down to Parsboro, stay at the house.
yeah.
Your beautiful house.
I would love to have you guys here. Jeremy's been.
I stayed at the house.
He gave it a number of stars on TripAdvisor, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I actually filled in a whole thing for TripAdvisor, which is awkward because
Yeah.
it wasn't available for rent, but now it is.
No,
And yeah, it was great. The gin and tonics were a little strong at supper, but they
I
got
know what you're talking
strong
about.
immediately after supper. So it was good.
Yeah.
Didn't we go see a play that night as well? I don't remember because of the gin. Yeah.
We did. I can't remember what the play was. I'm sure it was wonderful.
It was great, but I just don't remember it now. It's been great to see you. Thanks for being here. And I'm going to throw you out unceremoniously. Stick around in the green room. Don't go anywhere so we can say goodbye. Is there anything else you want to say before we say goodbye?
Yeah, I wanted the picture of when Marla and I did a show together.
Which one?
It was my funny joke, haha.
You mean the one you sent me?
Put it up. Do it.
No, the one you sent me was too small. I couldn't get it to work.
Okay.
I know.
What was it?
Oh,
What I'll do is I'll add it to the comments underneath the video on the social media so that everyone gets to see what this point is referring to.
Can I ask, was it me in a towel eating chicken wings in your apartment that you shared with Jeremy? No? Okay. All right. Great.
that's too
Like
bad.
a hair towel. You dyed my hair for me. You were right.
I know, but you know what? I don't have that on. It's
That's
it's
fair.
not. It's in a photo album. Those things, remember? Photo album,
Oh,
right? Like it was in a photo album.
Yeah, we got to get scanning. Or maybe we don't. Maybe there are enough photos out there of us in awkward situations in our youth.
happy
So-
birthday.
Jeremy, happy
Thank you.
birthday, and thank you for bringing
Happy
us all together. for your
Yeah,
birthday.
thank
Great
you.
to
It was
see
a
you.
real
I hope
pleasure.
that people enjoyed watching. I'm just going to say goodbye to the public, and then you guys stay exactly where you are. Thanks for being here. Tomorrow night on Off the Leash, the technical difficulties will go away because I'll be more focused because I won't be stuffing my face with cake. We have quite a poignant yet joyful visit from some of the cast of Billy Elliot on what would have been their opening gala performance tomorrow night, which is
bless.
tragic. We actually got cancelled postponed. The rehearsals got cancelled just 3 days before we were all due to get together 4 weeks ago to start rehearsing that. That was a tough decision to make, but the right one under the circumstances. So we're going to get some of the cast together and talk about Billy Elliot. Some of them have been in it before, including there you'll see the two amazing performers that played Billy for us. And we hope you can join us for that. Thanks for being here, and we hope you had fun. See you next time.